Welcome back to the pregame show. Chris Puckett, Scott, D-Mac up in the booth. We're all rocking our Hot Topic shirts. Guys, you can get the brand new ones coming into your stores mid-September. Pretty sweet stuff. We're about to talk about the top teams competing here in our Halo 3 Raleigh bracket. And we're going to start this one off. Normally we do top 8 teams. We're starting this one off with the 14-seeded Dynasty. And this may be one of the nastiest 14 seeds we have ever seen. Check it out there. There's the lineup. APG and Destin, after finishing third in Columbus, they now reform a team Dynasty with Tizoxic, and they're also adding national champion from last year, Clutch, to the squad, Scott.
And you know, this is the scariest 14 seed we have ever had, Chris. I got to watch these guys at the 6-team LAN, and they beat every single team with the exception of Final Boss. Now that says one thing to me, that this team you have to watch out for. And the thing I like about this squad is they're extremely aggressive. They're a lot like the Believe the Hype we saw at the Columbus event, except they talk a lot of trash.
All right, lots of trash talk. Gotta love it. You know, APG, that kid cracks me up throughout the entire match. Let's move on, though, guys, to our number 11 seed here, and that is going to be Purgatory, who's going to be competing on our Friday night kickoff. Cannot wait to see this squad. Check it out. It's 2 of the guys from Illuminati, Karma and Gilkey, and then, of course, Karma re-teaming up here with Killer Drew. And they go out and they pick up a guy who's been competing in the league since 2006. That's Mimic. He's been around since Halo 2, D-Mac.
He's been a player who actually knocked me out of a Halo 2 tournament. Mimic is a very good player, a seasoned veteran, and so is Karma. And then you add him with a good addition of Killer Drew, somebody who's on the rise, who started to make a lot of noise, and Gilkey. Not a lot of people know about Gilkey. Guys, here's a player who went positive 98 in Columbus, the 3rd most positive player. He's been absolutely dominant when he's on fire. Purgatory is a team to look out for.
And I cannot wait to watch those guys. Like I said, they will be playing on our Friday night kickoff. Let's move on now, though, to our number 10 seed, and that is Warriors. Now, Warriors pulled off one of the most impressive upsets in all of Columbus. They took down Triggers Down in Game 11. They finished 5th. However, right after Columbus, their team, they got poached. A really good noob and Goofy now find themselves on our number 9 seeded Darkest Hour. Darkest Hour, they get rid of Anarchy. They get rid of Ant. And now they got Goofy, a really good noob, mixing in here with Twilight and Legend.
Yeah, and this squad, I'm excited to watch them play, Chris. I have them in my top 8. I have that much faith in them. And I'll tell you why. Number 1 being Twilight. We watched him at the last event at Columbus on our Friday night kickoff, turn everyone's head with this sniper, and he's just an incredible player. And then the thing I like about this team is we have an up-and-coming duo here. We have Goofy and a really good noob on the same team. Now, this team, this duo, here, they have the potential to become the great. They have the potential to be the ogres. They are literally that talented. When you watch them play,
Scott?
Yes, I literally think so. When you watch that series with Sugars Down, you see them working together. They screen watch each other. They do everything according to plan.
All right, and these extremely young players, lots of potential here. Cannot wait to see how they mix in with some veterans. Scott's getting crazy here. We're in 50 events. Can't forget about Ogre 1 skill. Let's move on, though, guys, to another team that'll be competing on our Friday night kickoff. That's the 8th-seeded Heaven and Earth. Now, strong side Cypher, they went off and they picked up Captain Anarchy. And then they had a surprise pick. They picked up Dursky, D-Mac.
Yeah, and when you look at strong side, Cypher, Captain Anarchy, all seasoned veterans by this point, all have made their own noise in their own little way. But we know nothing about Dursky. I got to talk to the kid yesterday, a very competitive kid. He's only 17 years old. He's a boxer. He's also going to play college soccer. He's very competitive, and that's why they picked him up. They saw the competitive fire that he has, and when you put somebody under strong side's wing, he could literally mold the player. We saw him do it with Status Quo, and they are the team that they are today. This squad could be good. They could be good. They have a lot of work to do, but they could be a good Heaven and Earth team.
Well, they played against Carbon, and I have to say, they laid the spank down on Carbon over at the Red Bull headquarters out in California. Pretty awesome watching those guys this week. And then we're also watching another team here, our 7th-seeded Triggers Down. They drop SK, they pick up Best Man, and now they're really performing at the lands.
And I love this squad. When they picked up Best Man, I couldn't have been happier. I was so happy. I was like, I used to team with this guy, and now he's finally got a chance to shine. Now, it's never a question that Triggers Down is going to be prepared because the lands are always at Tots' house. So they have that in their favor. But the thing about this is Best Man does a lot of the objective work. When you look at Columbus event, SK didn't do any objective work for that team, really. So Tots had to do it all. Now Tots can lay back support. He could even slay if he wanted to. But why would you when you have people like Neighbor and Hysteria on your team?
All right, so Triggers Down, definitely looking amazing. I have to say, when I was watching them at the LAN, I love their setup. They have Tots and Best Man sitting in the middle, and then you have the 2 superstars, Hysteria and and Neighbor, I'm blanking right now, on the outsides. And those guys, when they both have sniper rifles, one of the most exciting teams to watch here in the venue. Let's move on now to our number 6 team. It's Carbon. Triggers down, they got rid of SK. Carbon swept them up. Tell me about them, D-Mac.
When you look at this Carbon team, they have 2 national champion captains in SK and Walshy. And guys, look at the screen right now. Look at what Naded is doing. He creates highlight plays all the time. He is a great player. And then when you look at what they did in picking up SK, now they have a real leader on the team. Walshy has started to lose it, and now SK is really bringing the team back. I think that Carbon could be a good squad. Overall, they have a lot of work to do, though. Now, Defy, on the other hand, a great battle rifle. This team has it all. It's just, I'm so iffy when I'm talking about them. The reason is because I want to give them, yeah, they're a great team, but they just haven't showed it to me, Puckett. Over time and time again, I want to say, yeah, they'll place top 4, but I just don't see this Carbon squad really pulling up to the top ranks.
Well, they have their first test tonight, guys. They're going to be playing off against Purgatory on our Friday night kickoff. Cannot wait to get this thing started. That'll be kicking off at 6:30, guys. That is teams 14-6. We'll be back with our Big 5 after a quick commercial break.